Hello, thank you so much for tuning in and watching my latest video. So I'm sorry it's been a while, it's been a couple of weeks since I posted the video of Kirsty and me talking about our time in the convent together. I had a bit of distressing news last week that my novice mistress was very sick, so I really just needed to take time away from the phone, away from the social media, and really absorb the news. I went to the convent to visit her. Of course, it was just very sad, and I drove home and I just thought I can't be in video mode over the next few days. So I took time to colour. I did some beautiful mindfulness colouring. This is my latest autumnal one. You can see such gorgeous colours. It's a beautiful book called Nature, and I love to work my way through that. It made me feel so much better just to have that stillness and to really absorb the news, so it's not just sitting on a surface level. You know, I really wanted to take the stillness, take the quiet time, and to process something like that, which we know can be a really hard time. So I was grateful I did that, and I feel so much more positive and renewed this week to produce this latest video, which is about my latest article, Blossom Like the Flowers, which is out in the new More to Life magazine, which is about authenticity, this issue. It's absolutely beautiful. So many different articles about being true to you, true to yourself, your authentic voice, and also for those of you that love horoscopes, they're at the back there. So there's lots and lots for everyone. And you can read the More to Life magazine online at moretolifemag.org.uk. If you just heard that rumble, it was the fighter jets coming from RAF Coningsby. And I wanted to share a little story of how my novice mistress taught me in my time of prayer with her to really be still with God. At the convent, we would have 2 hours a day private prayer away from the divine office, which was the whole community praying in the chapel together 7 times a day, plus mass every morning as well. And in those 2 hours, she would say to me, be with the Lord, don't try and force anything, don't really necessarily think about anything in particular, but just be there and allow God to bring you what he needs to bring you. And it was really like mini miracles occurring every time I went into prayer. It was incredible. The more I surrendered and allowed God in, images would come to me of situations that I needed to work on in my life during my time there. But also I had visions of what it was like for me when I was a child, and parental things that were going on, and my family issues, things that the Lord was saying, you still need to work on this, you still need to heal, you know, because as we go through life, sometimes we can suppress things and we think, oh, I don't want to deal with this. So you're really actually building up a bank of emotions, and they just layer upon layer upon layer, and it all just hardens over time. So what you're actually doing in prayer is allowing the Lord just to start chiseling away at these different and difficult emotions until he says, actually, I can get through now. You know, the hammer on the brick wall, break everything. And unfortunately, you do break as it's happening, because it is very painful. But it's so beautiful, because once the light comes in, you know, the resurrection, all this beautiful light, you're free, and you're free of them. You don't have to then be dictated by these situations that have in a way taken over you for so long. So we went through this miracle healing, if you like, each time I was in that space in prayer, in those 2 hours every day. Sometimes it would be the same image, but then after a few months, because I was there for 4 months as a postulant, after those 4 months, I just felt incredibly light, as if so much had been taken away from me. And now in prayer now, coming forward over a year since I left, 1.5 years now. Gosh, it's been that long. Wow. Amazing. Time has just flown by. Those issues and those images don't come back. They don't need to, because Jesus has healed them. So I think it's all about allowing the Lord. You know, we can be very defensive, we can be very stubborn, we can say, you know, I don't want to go near, you know. But if you think about the rainbow and you think about the resurrection, you know, I did a talk in June after Pentecost in Cleethorpes, and I talked about how the Lord, it's basically we everything we carry crucifixions, if you like, and we have our own mini resurrections with everything we go through. So I like to think of it like that. There is the living crucifix within, but there is also the resurrection. So this beautiful twofold relationship with God. He is doing his bit, you're doing your bit, and you're rolling together, and it's really, really beautiful to be on the receiving end of that. So, I really thank my novice mistress for that, and for how she put that about, that not to be afraid of coming closer to yourself, which is coming closer to God. The two are completely united. So this article is available to read online, and along with the little advert, I'll put that closer to the screen so you can see as well, my other details and social media are on there. Thank you so much for watching this. Take that time with the Lord, with whatever you are going through. He is available with us 24 hours a day. I can't stress how important that is, to really take the time, sit with the cups of tea, which I always love to do and show. And I've got the love heart today, just to remind me that God is love, and he takes care of absolutely everything and all of us. So I'm sending lots of love to any of you out there who are going through difficult situations as well, and receiving distressing news. Praying for all of you, and I'll send another video out next week. Thank you so much. Lots of love.